On June 29th, President Trump escalated once again his feud with Morning Joe, tweeting that they were both crazy and psycho, and then really hammering Mika Brzezinski for allegedly having a low IQ and for having a facelift from which she was bleeding when they desperately showed up at Mar-a-Lago around New Year's Eve trying to socialize with the president, and of course he said no. This really sort of ramps up the intensity on a feud that has been going on for more than a year now at this point.
Is that necessary?
Look, I think what's necessary is to push back against unnecessary attacks on the president.
And it really represents a dramatic switch from the beginning of the presidential campaign. You have to go back to the middle of 2015 when Trump was a frequent guest on the Morning Joe program. He and Scarborough have known each other for a long time. They seem to have at least a very friendly on-air rapport. Some reports said that they were too cozy off camera and that it was becoming uncomfortable for NBC. But whatever the case was, it really changed dramatically though beginning in February of 2016 when Trump made that infamous appearance on CNN in which he declined to strongly disavow the support of David Duke and the Ku Klux Klan.
That's disqualifying right there. It's breathtaking. That is disqualifying right there.
At one point, the relationship deteriorated so badly that in August of 2016, Donald Trump basically picked up on a Page 6 rumor at the time and talked about the romantic relationship between Scarborough and Brzezinski. He called Brzezinski Joe's longtime girlfriend, said she was insecure. This is basically part of a long-running theme in his tweets where he hits both of them, but he hits Brzezinski harder, more personally, and really, frankly, in a sexist fashion that is designed to portray her as this insecure, unintelligent side piece who wouldn't even be on TV if it were not for her romantic relationship with Scarborough. And then it seemed after he won the election in November that Scarborough and Brzezinski wanted to at least return to a state where they could have a professional relationship. And so the New York Times spotted the two of them at Donald Trump's New Year's Eve party at Mar-a-Lago. What was interesting about that report was that afterwards, Scarborough angrily protested any suggestion that they were there to socialize or cozy up to Trump. He said they were not there to party. They had shown up really before the festivities began to pitch an interview with Trump because he hadn't been on their show in many months. Now, Trump did not ever do that interview, so we can assume that he did say no to the request. But the way that he presented the situation on Twitter on June 29th was that the host had showed up hoping to socialize